guys, welcome back to the channel. We are so excited today because we just received 2 different e-bikes from Gotrax.
This is the Gotrax Tundra and this is the Gotrax F5. This is a full mountain bike. Both of them have fat tires, but this one actually folds down. We're stoked to unpack them, get them assembled, and show you guys a little bit more about them.
Oh, I love that color.
Not to cut 7 billion zip ties. We got the tool set, which has everything you need to assemble the bike, and then we got the front wheel, the front fender, the pedals are going to be inside the box, and then there's probably going to be a mount for the handlebars here. Looks pretty straightforward, so let's get to it. I really like that they pre-assembled everything for you. The bolts are already in place. All you have to do is undo the bolts, put the fender on, put the bolts back in, so you're not digging around to see what size bolt you need. That is a sweet looking bike. I'm stoked. Specs about this bike that we absolutely love is, first off, the 48 volt 20 amp hour battery that is removable out of the bottom here. You can get 70 kilometers on pure electric and 135 kilometers with pedal assist, which is insane. It's one of the biggest batteries on the market today, especially for this price. Speaking of price, this bike is on sale right now for $2,000, which is a steal of a deal for how much it offers. Regular price is $2,700. The motor on the rear wheel is 750 watts and it comes with a 7-speed Shimano derailleur. Dual hydraulic brakes, big upgrade. On our other folding e-bikes, we just had mechanical, and it was one of the parts of the bike that we didn't love because stopping was a little bit harder than having something like hydraulic brakes. We're gonna be able to stop way faster.
Okay, so there are 5 pedal assist modes. We've got number 1 is eco, number 2 is low, 3 is normal, 4 is high, and 5 is power.
Time for the F5. This bike was so much easier to assemble than the Tundra. Not that the Tundra was even hard, but all we have to do is screw in the pedals. So this bike has a 500 watt motor on the rear wheel. It has a 48 volt, 13.6 hour battery, which is a little bit smaller, but you can still go up to 45 kilometers on pure electric and 72 kilometers with pedal assist. This bike has a 32 kilometer per hour max speed, which Kaylee and I have found is plenty fast when you're on an e-bike. It has a 7-speed Shimano derailleur.
So this bike also has 5 modes. The display screen is definitely a little bit different on this bike. It's a little bit nicer on the Tundra, but this bike is a little bit cheaper. So right now it is on sale for $1,700 and regular price is about 2,000 Canadian. It's actually really comfy. Yeah, I like the seat.
One of the things that we're most excited about these bikes is the fact that they have torque sensors instead of cadence sensors. So on our old bikes, we had cadence sensors and we didn't love it because cadence sensors measure speed, whereas torque sensors actually measure how much force you're putting into the pedal. With a cadence sensor, you can be just pedaling, putting no effort into pedaling, and the bike is essentially just carrying you forward with the motor. With a torque sensor, you actually have to be putting effort into pedaling, so it is more of a pedal assist mode. It'll just be much smoother and a lot better rider experience. What better place to test out these fat tire e-bikes than in the Canadian Rockies with a bunch of snow. So we brought the van out, and this foldable e-bike actually folds down into the back of our van, which is super exciting because our last bikes didn't. And we were able to take it out, unfold the pedals, snap up the handlebars. We're gonna need a bike rack for that big guy, probably, if we want to keep that, because We just slid it in the back, which honestly wasn't too bad, but
No,
it's a big bike.
We're definitely keeping it because I love it.
Yeah. So we're gonna go for a rip on some of our favorite routes here in Banff and give you guys some feedback on how these bikes work. Alright guys, so we are actually out on a frozen lake right now, just along the shoreline, testing out how good these are on the ice, and the Tundra's doing super well. The tires are really grippy, we're not losing that much traction, and it's really fun. The F5, on the other hand, the tires aren't quite as aggressive as the Tundras, so there is a little bit more slip sliding around, but I'm sure if you spent a lot of time riding on snow and ice, you could upgrade those tires to a more aggressive tread. The F5 has a max payload of 264 pounds, and it's designed for riders between the heights of 5'2" and 6'2". I'm actually 6'3", and Kaylee's around 5'7", and we both think it's honestly a really comfortable bike. Both seats as well on each of these bikes are super comfy, really soft. Tundra is perfect for people same heights, 5'2" to 6'2", but this actually has a payload of 300 pounds. So if you purchase some racks for the front and you have a lot of gear that you're biking around with, this bike is going to be able to take a lot more weight.
All right, it is starting to get dark. It is such a beautiful evening, but we are just starting to notice that this bike here does have lights, and this one just has the reflective piece on the front.
Both bikes come with a 55 volt 3 amp charger. The F5 is going to take between 5 and 6 hours to charge fully, and the Tundra is going to take between 6 and 7 hours to charge fully. Both bikes and batteries are UL rated, which is a really nice feature. The F5 and the Tundra both come with a 1-year warranty, so just in case something happens, Gotrax is backing their product, which is really nice. Both bikes also come with front suspension, which you can completely lock out or adjust. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions about the Gotrax Tundra or the Gotrax F5, let us know in the comments below. Which one was your favorite?
I like the Tundra. It's just like a little bit smoother, a little bit nicer.
But the F5 is a lot more portable.
Yeah.
And more compact. I also like the Tundra. Definitely my favorite of the two. Be sure to use the discount code MADE2EXPLORE when you go to checkout if you're buying anything from Gotrax, and you'll get a discount. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you found it useful, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
See you next week.